If you felt a sudden wave of anger or complete overwhelm when your toddler throws a tantrum or fights homework, you are entirely normal. Today, we are going to build a concrete 3 step behavioral plan designed to help you replace that yelling with calm, firm control. This approach is rooted in what psychologists call the authoritative parenting style. As we see in this diagram, it's about striking an exact balance between demandingness, setting the rules, and responsiveness, showing love and understanding. To make this work, grab a pen and a piece of paper right now so we can document your personalized action plan as we go. Moving from a reactive state into confident motherhood requires centering your daily reactions on this specific authoritative balance. At the top of your paper, write down your top 2 stress triggers. These are usually things like bedtime resistance or those dreaded screen time meltdowns. Take a look at this matrix plotting demandingness against responsiveness. We use this map to see the dangers of defaulting to behavioral extremes when those specific triggers hit. When we react out of pure frustration, we often slip into the authoritarian extreme, an area of high demand and low responsiveness, where parents demand strict obedience but remain cold to the child's perspective. Conversely, if we give up just to stop the crying, we fall into the permissive quadrant. Here, parents are loving but exert zero control, which creates children who operate completely without boundaries and act inconsiderately as they grow. Staying right in the middle of this matrix is essential for your child's development and for your own daily sanity. That brings us to the first step of your action plan, the anger pause. The core principle here is straightforward. You cannot regulate a child's heightened emotions if you are unable to regulate your own. The very moment one of your triggers occurs, perform this exact sequence. Do not speak, take a physical step back, and drop your shoulders. On your paper, next to your triggers, write down step 1, drop shoulders, and breathe. Reacting with immediate anger teaches kids to suppress their own emotions out of fear. A deliberate pause creates a safe, neutral environment where actual communication can happen. This foundational tool prevents you from falling into the trap of demanding obedience simply because you lost your temper. Now for step 2, the authoritative scripting formula. It has 2 parts: validate the emotion, then state the limit. Validating the emotion first is crucial. It prevents your child from feeling isolated or ignored in their frustration. Next, you must state the limit clearly. Do this without caving in and without relying on elaborate rewards or harsh punishments. For example, if your child is fighting the end of screen time, you say, I know you are upset and you want to keep playing games, but our screen time is limited to 30 minutes a day. Take a moment right now. Write out a specific 2 part script like this, tailored directly to the triggers you listed earlier. This method solves the major flaw of permissive parenting, where the total absence of the word no creates children who never learn to cope with conflict or accept limits. Consistent boundaries provide the predictable structure children need to feel secure in their environment. There is one final challenge to navigate: the strong urge to intervene when your child struggles or protests the boundary you just set. This impulse leads to a newly identified fifth parenting style, the snowplow or helicopter parent, who hovers over their kids and removes every obstacle from their path. Research indicates that these overly managed children grow up disliking difficult problems. They lack perseverance and will often procrastinate in protest when a task requires real effort. To counter this, we can look to the philosophy of educator Maria Montessori, who championed independence through non intervention. Her core rule was simple: never help a child with a task at which he feels he can succeed. For the third and final step on your list, write this down: offer emotional support, like a hug, but let them